Uh, Very proud of the kids. Kind of got away from us a little bit in the third quarter, but I thought the first half was terrific. Came out a little bit lackadaisical in the third quarter, and then just kind of traded baskets. I got to be better. Yeah, put them in position so they can be um, just more aggressive. And I thought Georgia did a terrific job, coming out, hitting some shots, getting us going. Claire Strack was great all night long. I thought, Deja Lawrence played very well in the first half, even though she didn't score a point. She was great facilitating, just she was a great connector out there. Amelia Hassett, does what Amelia does, throughout the game. And Tiani kind of got out of rhythm with the fouls. We need her in the game, but I thought ST came in and gave us some really valuable minutes, which I was very happy with. But we're gonna need more valiant efforts, from our bench. And but all in all, a 14-point win on the road in the SEC is always something that you're going to value.
Could pop around for questions.
Coach, another quick start for you guys today, especially that first quarter. How would you grade your defense this afternoon?
Our defense is good. When we are out there, we're locked in. I think a lot of people are trying to get to understand it and know it because we play so different than everybody else in the SEC. But it's still, an effective way to play defense. And we were locked in that first quarter, understanding the scout. They scored 4 points, and three of them were because we made a mistake, and so when they're locked in like that. They're really good, and I thought it carried over to the second quarter, and then the third and the fourth quarter. Georgia, they were in desperation mode where they were just putting their head down and going to the basket, and we've got to learn how to continue to play, even though we have a big lead, and try to push that lead out even more.
Kenny Clara Silva only got like 4 minutes on the court. You're going to need her down the stretch. What does she need to do in order to be more effective and get more time?
She knows. She came out today and she was a little bit slow to everything, slow reacting, slow to the basketball. Um, and she knows she needs to be better. She's a work in progress, and we can't, lose valuable possessions while she's out there if she's not playing up to her part. It's not because she's making a mistake here or there. We just need her aggression to be at this level. All right, because if you're not aggressive at this level and going and getting rebounds, if you're waiting for them to come to you, if you're slow moving, reacting in the situations, you'll get eaten up in this league. She has the ability to do it. It's just a matter of just really getting adjusted to playing at this level of physicality. So she had a great day of practice the day before, and so we're relying on her to help bolster because we can't play Clara Strack the minutes that we're playing her.
Kenny, I think back to the North Carolina game. I know you don't like to replay that in your mind, but it seems like it's a completely different team. What are the areas that you've seen the most improvement from then until now?
We're just growing up, a lot. It's really easy to look at who we are right now and then say, well, how'd you lose that game back then? But we weren't who we were back then. We were still trying to get to that point. And I said it all along. It's going to be a work in progress. And I think I told you guys that we're going to be better in January than we're going to be in November. And it just takes a little bit of time for it to come together. And because we don't force feed it on them. Everything is organic. We don't have kumbaya meetings so that they can get to know each other. We just put them in there, and it takes time. And I've been very pleased. It's probably one of the more enjoyable seasons that I've had watching them come together. And they're fun to be around, and not just at practice. When I walk down at the JCC to go to practice, I have a smile on my face because they're fun to be around. They continue to get better, and we learn something every game. We learn something every film session, and so that game was very important to us. It didn't come out. We didn't win the basketball game, but it will prepare us for what we're seeing now, and we've learned from it.
Hey, Coach. So you had a great first half today. What do you attribute the difference from the first half and the second half today for you guys?
Um, I was coaching the first half. I let my assistants coach the second half. And I'm kidding. No, it's just a matter. We were very focused. We were locked in. They understood the assignment. Came out in the first half. Had the fast break going where we got some good looks. And again, that's what when I mentioned that I have to be better. I thought we took our foot off the pedal a little bit in the third quarter. And when we have to be better with that because we've learned. We had this same scenario at Florida. We were up by like 20, and we didn't win the third quarter. We got to maintain that focus, and we have to understand that when you get a team down by 20, and what I'm learning is teams in the SEC, when they get into desperation mode, they play harder. They really don't have anything else to lose, and they play harder, so they'll be in the passing lanes. They get away with maybe some hand check or fouls, and we got to be prepared for that. And again, that's something that we'll learn from.